The Lions coming in with a record of 4-4 on the 2019 season, but the four wins were the four that mattered. The Lions a perfect 4-0 in District 1 play, clinching the District 1 championship on the road at Sioux Center last Friday night. And the opponent for the regular season finale here, the Sheldon Orbs. The Orbs, it's been a tough season for Sheldon here this year, finishing or coming into this game, I should say, with a record of 3-5. However, they do have a 2-2 record in district play, and certainly, Joel, when you're in that situation, the Lions are familiar with it here in years past, where you're not going to be going to the playoffs. Obviously, what you want to do, you want to close out the season on a winning note and set your focus toward the next year.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is setting your focus towards the next year, especially for the seniors. You know, they're down to the last game of the regular season here. They'll never play another regular season game again. And for seniors, you got to play lights out here because it's the last time you're on the field. So for Sheldon, you're going to see everything they got. It's their final game of the year. There's no hope of making the playoffs, and you're going to get their best shot here tonight. And they're going to bring everything. They're going to leave it all out there, and the Lions got to be prepared for that.
No doubt about it. And Central Lion, George Little Rock, a meaningless game as far as the district championship is concerned. That has been clinched with that win last week against Sioux Center. However, still a shot, an outside shot, albeit, but a shot that if the Lions do win, maybe home field for the first round of the playoffs.
Well, and that's obviously the goal here tonight. That's been the motivation. And we talked to Coach Cruz earlier today, and you'll hear from him in the pregame interview. But you talk about focus with high school kids. This game, like I said, is pretty much meaningless. If we win, we lose, it doesn't matter because we're still in the playoffs. We're still the district champions. So, I mean, to that point, it doesn't mean a thing to you. So, I mean, that's hard to get focused for, hard to get up for a game like this throughout the week. How do you prepare for that? How do you know that you got to come out here and give 100% effort when it doesn't mean anything? Well, the coaches have used that theory all week long, that if you win, that is the only shot you have of getting a home game for the first round of the playoffs. So you must win if you want a shot. If you lose, there's no shot, and you know you're going on the road.
Yeah, like we said, if the Lions win, they might have a shot, but then that's where the RPI rankings figure into everything, and there's a whole lot of bells and whistles that go on with the computer formula here. The Lions hoping for a win, probably hoping for a Sioux Center win over Boyden Hall Rock Valley. I would guess that would be good in the Lions' back pocket, but after that, you really need to go across the state of Iowa and hope some other district champions might be down or or suffer a defeat that would drop them in the RPI rankings.
Well, and not just across the way, you know, you almost kind of need some of those other teams that are in the same boat as us. Some of those guys that are closer to us in the RPI have lost a few of those non-district games. Like Williamsburg is one of those teams. They've locked up the district going into tonight's game. But they're at number 16. We're at number 22. If they can go into a game where they know it's meaningless, they know where they're in, and they could give one up, we could possibly jump over top of them. And, hopefully we can get that home game. And that's going to be a huge advantage for the Lions to be able to stay at home, not have to go on the road. Because, once you get down to those final 16, everybody's tough. And you're going to have to bring everything you got, and you'll take every advantage you can.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And, of course, as they say, you can't watch the scoreboard until you take care of business yourself. So all of these scoreboard watching theories and RPI ranking theories, they are just that. They're theories that will not come into play unless the Lions win this regular season finale first and foremost here at Dick Null Field tonight against a Sheldon Orbs team. The Orbs coming in with a 3-5 record once again, 2-2 in district play, and certainly the Orbs would love nothing more than to get a win on the road, send the seniors out with a win for their football playing career, and on top of that, finish district play with a winning record at 3-2.
Yeah, and that would be a definite goal for those guys. Like I said, they've got lots of goals. They got lots of things to play for here tonight, lots of motivation other than the playoffs out there, and they're going to be a threat out there. They're a team that knows how to score points. They've put points up on the board all season long, and they're definitely going to come out here and try and surprise us with some things, and we definitely need to be ready to play.
Central Lyon George Little Rock football on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network, brought to you by Avera Health, DeNoble, Austin and Company, Frontier Bank, the Pizza Ranch in Rock Rapids, Pepsi Cola Beverage Company, Premier Bank, and Sanford Health bring you Central Lyon George Little Rock football right here on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network. Well, we got a curveball for you coming up here on the pregame show tonight. We've got offensive coordinator Jeff Cruz making his debut on the pregame show. How about that, Joel?
Yeah, Coach Even, he was a little bit busy this week. He had lots of things going on. He was getting interviews left and right, and we gave him the courtesy because he was extremely busy out of the office most of the day today. But Coach Cruz stepped up and filled in very nicely in the pregame interview.
All right, so we'll hear from the offensive coordinator, Jeff Cruz, coming up on the pregame show as we count down to kick off regular season finale here at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. Central Lyon George Little Rock playing host to the Orbs of Sheldon. Stay tuned. We'll have more on the pregame show coming up from Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcasting Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions football with the offensive coordinator of the Lions, Jeff Cruz. Jeff, thanks for joining us this week.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Joel.
Jeff, let's talk a little bit about last week, a tough game that we knew was coming against Sioux Center going on the road, and we knew what they were going to bring, and we knew it was going to be a battle from the get-go. The Lions took a little bit to get going offensively. The defense played well, but the offense, it took them about one half to get things figured out. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Yeah, we knew that was going to be a tough game. That one's been circled for a while now as probably being our basically our first-round playoff game. They came out. They didn't really do anything different on defense than what we had seen on tape and we anticipated. They're really good. Their linebackers are probably the best linebacking crew we'll see all year. We struggled early in the game with their physicality. We're not used to seeing that from linebackers, but we did a good job. Our defense stood tall a couple of times, kept us in the game, and then offensively we just kind of kept banging away at the inside run. Some timely passes from Colby Postma to Carter Kroll and Cooper Spees, Thomas Skidmore, and we just eventually got things rolling. We put the ball on the ground a few times, which hurt us, almost cost us the game, but in the end we were able to come out with the victory.
Well, coming out with the victory we did and locking up the District 1 title and a spot in the playoffs, that is the major key. That is the point. And that gets you ready for this week here, a week where it's going to be tough. You've got Sheldon in there. They might be a little bit underranked. They have some losses under their belt, but still a better team than they look like on paper.
Yeah, they're 3-5, I believe, overall, but I think they have 3 of those 5 losses are come by a score or less or 10 points or less. They've been in a lot of games, and they definitely are better than that record shows at the moment.
Well, and coming into a game like this, you've got the district title locked up and you've got a playoff spot locked up. It's one of those things where you come into it, and yes, technically, whether you win or lose doesn't matter. But how do you get your kids focused and make sure that they know that they still want to win this game?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're still in the hunt for a first round home playoff game. We need some help, but it doesn't matter if we don't win. We're definitely not going to host. So that's been one of the main things that we've been preaching to our kids is that we want to play at home, and the only opportunity we have for sure is to at least win tonight. But the kids are focused. They've been dialed in all week. We've had a pretty good week of practice. Nobody wants to go out and lose the week before the playoffs start. You want to keep your momentum going, especially since we've got 4 wins in a row.
Well, let's talk a little bit more in depth about the Sheldon Orebs as they come in. What are some things we expect to see offensively and defensively from Sheldon?
Offensively, I haven't watched a whole bunch of their offense, mainly focused on their defense. But offensively, I know they run the same offense they have for the past few years. They're going to spread it out. They're going to throw a lot of short passes, a lot of bubbles, kind of like we do at times. They're going to run a lot of inside zone with the Burnell kid. He's their leading rusher. The Ackerman kid, the quarterback, got a decent arm. They're definitely going to, try and sling it around a little bit on the offensive side. Defensively, we're going to see probably their base is a 4-3, just like we play, but we'll also see a 5-3 at times, a 3-4 at times. So for offensive, as our offense, with their defense, we got to make sure we identify those fronts. They got a couple big DTs. I think the Lane kid is 250, and then their other DT, I believe, is 230. So they got some decent size there. They're probably a little undersized at the linebackers, but they make up for that with some decent team speed.
Well, obviously, seeing some of that tape and discussing what you're going to see from them, what are some things that we can do where you see where we might take advantage?
Defensively, we're going to make sure that we are aligned correctly. We preach AAT, alignment assignment technique. You got to make sure that we're aligned to what they're going to give us. So they're going to come out with a lot of different formations. They'll do a lot of dummy counts where they motion a guy and try and draw you offside to see what kind of defense we're in, man or zone, and how we're going to align to it, and then they'll call play. So we got to make sure that we identify where people are. The Kane, Brendan Kane, is their probably the best wide receiver. They'll move him around, so we got to know, if he's a wing, a split out, a slot, running back. We got to identify where he's at every play. Offensively, we got to control line of scrimmage. That's been our key since we've come into district play, is to our offensive line just to dominate the line of scrimmage, and then let our skill kids work from there.
Well, Coach, obviously working our way through the season, we know we've had our bumps and bruises. We've got a couple of kids that are banged up out there. Nagel obviously out for the year. Cordles is banged up. Telford banged up. You got a couple other guys. Luke Rasmussen's hampering an injury out there. How are our guys looking injury-wise, and are we going to rest anybody tonight getting ready for the playoffs?
Injury-wise, like you said, Will Nagel's out with the ACL, just had surgery the other day. Very good surgery, so it was good news to hear last night. Dalton Cordell didn't practice this week. He won't play tonight. He's got a knee, lower leg issue. Hopefully we'll get him back next week. Luke Rasmussen out again this week with a calf injury. Telford is still a little banged up, but he's going to play. Besides that, we're pretty much exactly where we were last week, so not a whole lot of changes there. But no, we're not going to rest anyone. We are, hopefully we can rest because we're playing really well and we can get a lead, and then we can start subbing. But we're going to go out there and take this game just like we do the previous 8.
Well, you said it. We're going to take this game just like every other game. So what are the keys for us going into this game and staying focused and coming away with a win?
Keys are, for sure, we got to dominate the offense and defensive line. I think that's probably the strength of both of our squads, the offensive and defensive side of the line. Got to do that. We got to limit the turnovers. We've put the ball on the ground way too many times this year from the offense perspective. We got to make sure we limit that. Sheldon's a good team. We can't give them short fields. We got to keep momentum when we have drives going, and we just got to stay focused and come out and start the game with the right mentality.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here this week, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thanks, Joel.
That is the offensive coordinator for the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Jeff Cruz. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company, PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly as we continue to count down to kickoff here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock playing host to the Sheldon Orbs tonight in District 1 play, the regular season finale for the Lions here tonight as they will be playoff bound for 2019 as the District 1 champions. It is the season finale for the Orbs of Sheldon here tonight, the season finale for the Orbs tonight. So, Joel, you got a Sheldon Orbs football team here with a group of seniors that have nothing left to do but leave it all out on the field here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to bring everything they have, and they're going to try and go out on a winning note. Like I said, last football game of the year for Sheldon, and the last football game of the careers for those seniors on that Orb football team. And you know they want to go out on a winning note, and that's definitely their goal.
Well, the captains for each team's meeting at midfield for the coin toss here tonight at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. A good October evening for football. A little chill in the air, but there always is this time of year. No precipitation, and Joel, the field looks in great shape.
Yeah, it's been really in good shape all year long, and I know you got to credit the grounds crew here at Central Lyon for all the work they did, the coaching staff. A lot of work went into this, replanting some grass in the off season, a lot of fertilizer work, and it is nice. It is thick when you get down there. There's not a whole lot of bare ground spots out there, and for as late in the season as it is, And for some of the wet games we've played in, this field looks really good.
Well, the coin toss is in the air, and the officials discussing with the captains. The Lions have won the toss. They have elected to defer. So Sheldon will be taking the ball to start things off here tonight. Not a whole lot of wind in the air tonight either. That flag is pretty motionless down in the south end zone here at Dick Null Field, as Sheldon will be moving from the left to the right on the video screen in front of you. The Orbs in their road white jerseys, black numbers with the orange trim, black pants and black helmets. Lions all purpled out here tonight for the regular season finale. Purple jerseys, purple pants, white numbers with gold trim on those purple jerseys, gold helmets, and the purple face mask. Lions coming in with the 4-4 record, 4-0 in District 1 play. Sheldon at 3-5 and 2-2 in district play. But this Sheldon Orbs team, you look at their record, you might be deceived because they have been competitive in just about every game they played here this year.
Well, and Coach Cruz mentioned that in the pregame interview. Most of the games that they're in are all within a touchdown. Every game they lose is with under that 10-point regimen. So they've been in pretty much all the games that they play in. And the big thing about this is their offense, they know how to score. They've got lots of athletes out there. They got guys who can move, and they got a quarterback who can get them the ball.
Yeah, very talented team. So we'll look forward to a good ball game here tonight. Carter Kroll with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line, ready to give it the boot. Ball is in the air. We are underway. A high end-over-end kick sails into the end zone, fielded by Sheldon's Mitchell Wolf, but will go for the touchback. So 1st and 10 for the Orbs, starting on their own 20-yard line.
That was a great kick there by Carter. It's good to see him back in form. He got injured earlier in the year, and then he had a little bit of another injury towards the end of the year, and it kind of hampered his kicking. And we saw him struggle a little bit there in those closing weeks, but that time, full leg into it, kicks it straight into the end zone.
Pair of juniors in the backfield for Sheldon kind of run the show for the Orbs. Quarterback Caleb Ackerman, a junior. Ackerman lines up in the shotgun, takes a snap, dropping back to pass immediately, throws over the middle and has his tight end over the middle. Catch is made underneath by Ty Sudbeck. And Sudbeck has it out to the 30-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, 10-yard pickup there. Just a nice little curl route for Sudbeck. And just a little dink and dump. If they got to do that, they can move the ball pretty effectively.
First down and 10 for Sheldon. 4 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Man in motion coming from left to right as the snap has taken a high pass over the head of the intended receiver on the play, Tyrell Lindeman, and it will be a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Orbs.
Yeah, awfully dangerous there, throwing it down the sidelines there, but he does go for a forward pass, and Lions got to be prepared for that. They see that go over the head like that. They got to come up there and see if they can't force the officials to think on whether that's a fumble or not.
2nd down and 10 for Sheldon. Ackerman in the shotgun. The ball spotted on their own 30. Man in motion right to left as Ackerman takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle. Has the man open over the middle. That's Sudbeck again. He'll make the catch and be brought down to the 38-yard line. Setting up a 3rd down and about 2 for the Orbs.
Yeah, once again, the exact same play they did on their first play. This time, the safety, Cole Hugenhorn, comes up and ramps up nicely and forces 3rd down.
3rd down and a long 2 for Sheldon from their own 38. Ackerman in the shotgun formation, man in motion, right to left. Ackerman on a long snap count, looks over to the sideline now and will look for the play call off to the Sheldon sidelines. Ackerman back over the Lion defense, calling it out from the shotgun. Hands right up the middle, and the Lions stuff it. The run goes nowhere. Dropped at the line of scrimmage is the tailback, Brian Bernal, and it will be a 4th down for Sheldon.
Yeah, Bryce Vanderweerd and middle linebacker Ben Anderson coming up there and getting the stuff on there. Anderson, 3rd-string middle linebacker. He's in the game because of, obviously, Will Nagel's surgery, and Dalton Cordell's not in the game. He steps right into that role. And it's good to see a kid like that make a stick.
Sheldon forced to punt the ball away. It looks like Ackerman will line up on the 25, ready to take the snap. We got a late comer for the Orbs here on the punt team. He's out there in plenty of time, but a flag coming in. Sheldon might have 12 guys on the field here.
Yeah, a late run in there. And, like you said, there are too many guys in there.
Wow.
Personnel issues against Sheldon, and they'll back him up, and that's going to definitely take any sort of a fake punt out of the realm here, and it's going to move the Lions' return men up about 5 yards.
10:15 left to play in the opening quarter. Scoreless so far here tonight. Sheldon on the opening offensive possession of the evening, ready to punt the ball away after getting a first down on their first play of the night. The Lions held them to a 3-and-out after that. Ackerman back on his own 20, gets a good snap, gets off a end-over-end punt that is extremely short. It will bounce at the Sheldon 48 and up to the 49 where it will be downed. Lions will be taken over in Sheldon territory, 1st and 10 on the Orbs 49.
Yeah, just a 15-yard punt there. Doesn't get out there, and that'd have been good if they're punting from the 30 to try and pin him inside the goal or inside the 10-yard line, but it had good backspin, but not what you want when it lands at the 50.
1st down and 10 for the Lion offense. They'll start at the Sheldon 49-yard line as the Lions will line up with twin receivers to the right, a single to the left. Postma in the shotgun with Telford directly behind him. Man in motion left to right, that is Meyer. Postma calls it out from the shotgun, takes a snap, hands to Telford over the right side, around right end. Telford has some running room, breaks for the sideline, inside the 30, inside the 25, and finally pulled out of bounds at about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Nice run for Telford on the play.
Well, the near side judge is actually going to say the 17-yard line, so a really big run for him. And that's just what the Lions want to do. They want to get off the ball, hurry up there, get up there, win the offensive line, and all sorts of running room. When you get Cole Telford out in space, he's tough to catch.
1st down and 10 for the Lions from the Sheldon 17-yard line. Postma will line up in the shotgun with twin receivers left and a single to the right. Meyer in motion from right to left as Postma takes a snap, fakes the hand to Telford, throws for Krull, and the pass was way off the mark in the backfield on the left side, incomplete.
Yeah, trying to you get that big run out of Telford right there, then you fake to him and try and go quick to the outside. Sheldon played it pretty well, but the pass was nowhere near the intended receiver.
2nd down and 10, Central Lion George Little Rock with a possession on the 17-yard line of Sheldon. 9:16 left in the opening quarter. We're scoreless so far tonight. This the first offensive possession of the night for the Lions. Postma from the shotgun with Telford behind him. Krull in motion left to right as Postma takes a snap, hands to Telford. Counter over the left side. Telford breaking for the sideline, just tripped up at the 12-yard line, and a touchdown saving tackle by Bernal for Sheldon.
Wow, yeah, like I said, if he doesn't get a hold of that ankle, he's scoring on that one because he had a good block there by Skidmore on the edge. And like you said, touchdown saving tackle to bring him down.
3rd down and 5 for Central Lion George Little Rock with the ball spotted on the Sheldon 12-yard line. 8:49 left to play in the opening quarter. Clock on the move. We are scoreless so far here tonight at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, but the Lions threatening on their opening offensive possession. Postma from the shotgun. Krull in motion left to right. Postma will hand right up the gut to Telford. Breaks it out right side and carries down to about the 6-yard line. Should have more than enough for the first down.
Yeah, another 5-yard gain there for Telford. Easy first down. And we'll see where they set it, if it's going to be first down and goal. But
yeah, it will be on the 6.
On the 6-yard line. So first down and goal from there. And the Lions putting together an impressive drive here to start it off.
8:10 and the clock is rolling left in the opening quarter. First and goal for the Lions from the Sheldon 6. Postma from the shotgun takes a snap, hands to the motion man. Carter Krull around left end. Krull gets into the end zone for the Lion touchdown, and the Lions are on the board just over 4 minutes into the ball game tonight. A 6-0 lead on a 6-yard touchdown run from Carter Krull.
Lions showing some speed on that one, and just amazing blocking up front. This offensive line's really getting after it. There's some good size on the other side of the ball for Sheldon, but the Lions definitely doing what they need to do and marching it down the hill with Telford, and then bringing it around the end with Carter.
Point after attempt coming up here for the Lions, as Van Berkom will be doing the holding. Krull will be doing the kicking. Reeby with the snap. As we await the snap, and we've got a flag on the play here. It looks like we had some early movement up front.
Yeah, it looks like false start's going to go against Jackson Jagger there over on the left side, but we'll see if Sheldon was the one who drew him off.
Yeah, they are going to call encroachment on Sheldon.
They jumped into the neutral zone.
And it looks like the Lions going to take it on the kickoff here. It is declined. The Lions will decline the flag. So the extra point attempt coming up from Krull. The snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 7:55 left in the opening quarter, 7-0. Central Lion George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 7-0. Central Lion George Little Rock with the lead on Sheldon early in this regular season finale here tonight. A 6-yard touchdown run from Carter Krull. Krull adds his own point after in the 7-0 lead for the Lions. Good way to start off on their opening offensive possession of the night. Krull on the ensuing kickoff from the 40 gives the ball the boot, a high end-over-end kick. It is returnable at about the 1-yard line, picked up by Caleb Farrell, I believe, for Sheldon, and he'll take it out to just across the 20, about the 23, where the ball carrier is down. So pretty good starting field position for the Orbs here. They did get that first down on the first play of the game on their opening offensive possession. Then the Lion defense was able to hunker down after that.
Well, a little curl route there has been the deal, and, those are some things that they are successful in that little curl route. About that time, you get a pump and go, and the Lions, as I said, if they're looking for those little dink and dunks, you got to be careful not to get beat deep.
First down and 10 for the Orbs. Second time through offensively as Ackerman will line up in the shotgun formation. Bernal stands to his right. Motion man from left to right. Bernal, the fake to Bernal, and Ackerman keeps it himself. The Lions were not as faked out as I was, as it will be a 1-yard carry up to the 24.
Yeah, nice job there. Once again, the D-line getting some good penetration, and then filling the gaps are the linebackers. And Ben Anderson, once again, nice solid job filling in the hole there.
Second down and 9 coming up for Sheldon. Ball spotted on their own 24. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap, quick pass, left side. And the catch is made by Lindemann, who will carry after the catch to about the 32, going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, about an 8-yard quick pass to the outside that time. Lindemann gets upfield, does a good job of avoiding the first tackler, and very close to first down yardage.
Third down and 1 for Sheldon from their own 32. Ackerman from the shotgun takes the snap. Quarterback keep up the middle, and the Lions hold as they stuff them. In fact, behind the line of scrimmage, might even be a loss of a half a yard.
Yeah, Bryce Vanderweer that time, the DN coming into the play on that one. He comes up the field, sees the run, and crashes down the line of scrimmage, just grabs onto Ackerman and throws him down.
Yeah, that is a very technical defensive end play by Vanderweer right there. That's the exact way you want to play it. And forcing a 3-and-out, so Ackerman on to punt for the Orbs back on his own 19-yard line. Ackerman gets a good snap and gets off the punt, a high end-over-end punt, and it will take a hop at the 43 of Central Lion George Little Rock inside the 40 and be down at the 37 of the Lions. First down and 10 for the Lion offense, starting in their own territory for their second offensive possession of the night, but still good starting field position.
Well, the Lions going to take advantage here once again, and they'd like nothing more than to put in a very identical drive together as that last one. A little bit of Cole Telford, maybe break it to the outside, and maybe complete a pass or two just to keep Sheldon honest and not let them cram 9 guys in the box and try and take away the run.
6:10 left to play in the opening quarter. Lions lead at 7-0. Looking for more as Postma will line up in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the right. Krull will come across in motion. He'll take the hand from Postma. The jet sweep around left end, and Krull has the 40. Pushed out of bounds at the 42. It will be a 5-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, Carter does a nice job of getting out there, but it's all set up by the lineman blocking out there. And then Thomas Skidmore, that's one of the most underrated things. We saw him last week against Sioux Center. He made a lot of nice catches, but he is an excellent blocker downfield. Even in overtime, going back and watching that video, that run by Telford to score the overtime touchdown was set up by Skidmore blocking down the field.
Second down and 5 for the Lions from their own 42. Postma will line up in the shotgun. Telford behind him. Meyer in motion from left to right. Postma calls it out, takes a snap, hands to Telford over the right side. Nice hole, and Telford bounces it outside into Orem's territory, brought down to the 47-yard line of Sheldon.
11-yard pickup once again for Cole, and nice job by him to just keep pushing the chains down the hill, and all sorts of running room for him. I can't say it enough here. So far in the first quarter, this offensive line is just getting their job done, and then when you bring in motion, you have that extra blocker out front, Kalen Meyer. He just does a great job of sealing off the edge there and allow Coles to get up the field.
Under 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Lions lead it 7-0. A first down and 10 for the Lions from the 47 of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun calls it out, takes a snap, hands to Telford left side, and tries to avoid a tackler in the backfield, and he does. Telford stays on his feet, reverses his field, and Telford takes it all the way down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line of Sheldon.
Wow, and that's just a tough break there for Sheldon as they got in the backfield. T.K. Lang, the 6'2", 250-pounder, got great penetration, got a hold of Telford, had him by the jersey, and somehow Telford just runs out of it, reverses field, and picks up 15 yards.
First down and 10 for the Lions as Telford will check out. Addison Metzger will check in for Central Lion George Little Rock. Ball spotted on the Sheldon 32. Inside of 4 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Lions looking to add to their 7-0 lead early here tonight in the regular season finale. As Postma will line up in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Looking left side in the backfield. There's Carter Crowell, and right at the line of scrimmage, he'll be dropped. Nicely read by Sheldon defensively, and Damon Johnson was able to snuff that one out.
Yeah, Carter Crowell makes the catch out there. Does a nice job of catching it, but a good open field tackle, like you said, Jay. And Carter Crowell, adding to his totals last week against Sioux Center, became the all-time leading receptions man here for Central Lion George Little Rock. So congratulations to Carter on that personal accomplishment for the CLGLR football team.
Second down and 11 coming up for the Lions with the ball spotted just outside the 32 of Sheldon. Postma with a backfield pass to Krull once again on the right side. Krull breaking for the sideline and inside the 30 to about the 28. He'll pick up close to 4 yards, and it will be a third down and about 6 coming up for CLGLR.
Yeah, and these quick passes to the outside, basically what they're doing is just trying to stretch the defense out, make them honor that outside pass, make them not cram 8-9 guys in the box there, and that's going to create a little bit more running room for Cole when he needs it.
Third down and about 5 coming up for the Lions on the 28 of Sheldon. Postma in the shotgun takes a snap, the hand on the counter, left side to Telford, and it's open again. Telford dancing through traffic, breaks for the sidelines inside the 10. He's brought down at the 8-yard line of Sheldon, and the Lions will have themselves a first and goal.
Another 20-yard run there for Cole Telford, still in the first quarter. And he is quickly approaching 100 yards on the night, and he's got to definitely thank those offensive linemen. They opened up a nice hole for him to get through. And once again, Thomas Skidmore down the field, blocking from the wideout spot.
Just about 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Clock on the move. The Lions with a first and goal from the 8-yard line of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun with Krull in motion left to right. He'll just hand to Telford off right tackle inside the 5. Telford takes it to about the 3. And it will be second and goal coming up for Central Lion George Little Rock.
Yeah, Lions just running right behind the Hoggers there and just going to try and power it in. And we saw them this time. We'll see them go into the inside a couple times. Now we'll see if they go back to the outside and try and stretch it out once again.
7-0 the lead for Central Lion George Little Rock. Lions looking for more. Second down and goal from the Sheldon 3-yard line. Postma from the shotgun takes a snap, hands to Telford, and, kind of a tie-up, and the ball is fumbled. Postma lands on it at about the line of scrimmage, so the Lions will get out with a third and goal. But a mix-up on that quarterback read handoff there.
Well, and that's the idea. If the quarterback reads that, it's his job to tear it away from the running back. The running back does his job. He's supposed to take the football. And if the quarterback reads it, it's his job to pull it away. And like you said, a little bit of an exchange issue there as Colby wanted it, but Cole had such a good grip on it, it falls to the ground.
Third down and goal for the Lions with the ball spotted on the 3-yard line of Sheldon. Power I formation in the game as Postma will line up under center. Postma hands to the fullback Metzger, right side, and Metzger's into the end zone for the Lion touchdown. With 35 seconds left to play in the opening quarter from 3 yards out, Addison Metzger with the second Lion touchdown of the night.
Yeah, the Lions just owning the line of scrimmage here so far tonight. And two just fantastic drives here. That's like old school football, just power running right behind your offensive lineman, moving it down the field, marching in, get inside the 10, and you hand it off to the fullback. You know Coach Postman's got to like that play.
Definitely. Point after attempt coming up from Krull here as Van Berkom will do the holding, Reeby with the snap, and Krull will handle the kicking duties. As we await the snap, snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 35 seconds left in the opening quarter, 14-0. Central Lion George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network. Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 35 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. A 14-0 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock over Sheldon here tonight in the regular season finale. 3-yard touchdown run from Addison Metzger. Carter Krull with the kick after, and the Lions up 14-0.
Well, Lions two good drives here,
Yeah.
and two good defensive stops as well.
Carter Krull on the ensuing kickoff gives it the boot from the 40-yard line. A high end-over-end kick, pushing the return man back into the end zone, and a touchback will be called. So the third offensive possession of the night for Sheldon. I tell you what, the Orbs with their first play of each offensive possession, they came out, got a good gainer, but after that, not a whole lot going for Sheldon.
Yeah, when they go into that short yardage situation and they're trying to run, just nothing doing there between the tackles. The front seven for the Lions have just been unstoppable, and you got to expect that this 5-wide passing game is going to come into more effect here, especially as they're down 2 touchdowns.
First down and 10 for the Orbs. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap. The hand on the jet sweep over the left side to Marquin. And he'll carry to about the 26, 27-yard line. And again, good yards on first down for the Orbs. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Yeah, another good gainer on first down, and it seems like the Lions need that first play to get in there to get back into the flow of playing defense. And here they set up second down and 4, and we'll see what if the passing game comes in or if the Lions can get after that quarterback. They do a lot of quick passes to really avoid those shots at the on the quarterback.
Looks like the Orbs will be content to just run out the quarter. That will do it for the first quarter of play. After one quarter, a 14-0 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock over Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company, PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. We head to quarter number 2. 12 minutes up on the board, a 14-0 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock over Sheldon. Second down and 4 for the Orbs. from their own 26 as we kick off quarter number 2. Ackerman rolling right, looking to pass, has a man, and the throw just a little bit high for the intended receiver on the play, Brendan Kane.
Yeah, he got behind the linebackers there, was in a good spot. The quarterback just lofted it a little bit too far out and over top of him. Otherwise, he had an easy first down there.
Third down and 10, or third down and 4, I should say, coming up for Sheldon. Ball spotted on their own 26-yard line, just getting underway here in the second quarter of play. Ackerman from the shotgun, throws over the middle, has a man, catch is made, and a first down. Once again, that's Sudbeck on the catch, and makes his way up to the 29 for the first down.
Yeah, that play is just wide open for them, and nobody even comes up there and respects Sudbeck on that, and the Lions are going to have to make an adjustment somewhere here in this second quarter or at the half to try and take that away.
Pardon me on that ball spot. It's actually the 34 where the ball is spotted. First down and 10 for Sheldon. Ackerman will line up in the shotgun, 5 wide once again, motion man left to right. The quick pass on the left side intended for Lindemann, and that's going to fall incomplete over the head of Lindemann.
Yeah, just too far out in front there, and like I said, over the top of his head. Wasn't going to make a catch. Carter Crow was making a pretty good break on it, but Lindemann's been pretty good when he caught that other one out there. He's pretty good at making that first guy miss.
Yeah, he's got some jets. Second down and 10 for the Orbs from their own 34. Ackerman from the shotgun, dropping back, looking over the middle. Now deep down the left sideline, incomplete. And don't know who he was looking. Might have been looking for Lindemann. The Lions had pretty good defensive coverage.
Yeah, both the defensive backs and the safety there playing good coverage there over the top. And still nice for Sheldon to take a shot like that, make us honor the fact that we could go deep. And now they're going to set up third down and 10. And you almost got to think you got to watch for Sudbeck on this little curl route.
14-0, Lions with the lead. Third down and 10 for the Orbs from their own 34. As Ackerman from the shotgun on the long count rolls out right side, looking to pass in the flat, has a man at the 40-yard line for a 6-yard gain. I believe that was Trey Idema on the catch for Sheldon, his first of the night.
Yeah, Idema gets that first little crossing route, but still short of the sticks there, and going to set up fourth down, and Sheldon's going to be forced to punt this ball away again.
Looks like the punting unit will come in for the Orbs here, a fourth down and about 4. With the ball just about on the 40-yard line of Sheldon. Ackerman does chat with one of his upbacks here. We'll keep an eye on that back at the 26-yard line where Ackerman will line up on the punt. A low snap, fields it off a hop. He's going to pass. Ackerman throws left side, has a man at the 50, and the catch is made for the Sheldon first down. And leaking out from the backfield is Ethan Reekers to make the catch, the 49 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. And whether that was the fire call or if it was intentional, it works for Sheldon, and the ball will actually be spotted on the 50-yard line, but a first down nonetheless for the Orbs.
Yeah, 10-yard pickup on that, and I think that was a fake all the way on that one, and you said it, you called it out where Ackerman was talking to the upbacks on that. But a low snap there, Lions almost got to it, but a big break for Sheldon.
First down and 10 for the Orbs with the ball on the midfield stripe. A jet sweep around right in the carry for Marquin, and he'll carry into Lion territory at the 47 of CLGLR.
Yeah, going to be a 3-yard pickup there, and the Lions got to settle back down here. They were kind of caught on their heels. Fresh set of downs for Sheldon, and the Lions got to fire back up.
Second down and 7 for the Orbs with 5 wide. Ackerman from the shotgun, motion man right to left. Ackerman with a quick pass left side, catch is made, and fumble on the play, and falling right back on it is Brendan Kane, the receiver on the play, back at about the 49.
Going to go for about a loss of 2 on that one after the gain there. And Cooper Spee's doing a nice job. He was up there. He's getting blocked as he's going for the tackle. Pushed out of the way, but gets just enough arm on Brendan Kane to force the ball to pop out.
Third down and 9 for Sheldon with the ball spotted on the 49 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman from the shotgun once again with a 5 wide formation for the Orbs on 3rd and 9. Ackerman calls it out, takes a snap, dropping back to pass, looking down the middle of the field, good protection, tucks it and runs it, and Ackerman will be brought down to the 46-yard line for a gain of 3, and that will set up a 4th down And about 6 yards for the Orbs here. Might want to go for it.
Well, I think they will. Inside the 50-yard line, they are going to go for it here. And 4th and 6. Lions have a shot here. They got some pressure that time. We'll see if they can't do it again.
Ackerman with 5 wide, 4 loaded to one side, and now Marquin in motion from left to right. Taking their time here at the line of scrimmage. Still 20 seconds left on the play clock. 4th and 6 for Sheldon from the 46 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman dropping back to pass, looks left side in the flat. Nicely defended by Kalen Meyer and knocked away. The Lions hold on 4th down.
Well, the nice part about that for Kalen is he got there really early. And instead of running into the wide receiver, he waited and held up and then jumped around him and knocked it to the ground.
First down and 10 as the Lions will take over on downs offensively. The ball spotted on their own 46-yard line. Lions a perfect 2 for 2 on the night offensively. This is their 3rd offensive possession with 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Postma from the shotgun, looking right side in the flat, has Spies and wanted to run with it before he hauled it in. He'll drop it at the 49 of Sheldon.
Yeah, that's tough pass there. It's really good. It's right in the hands. And you can see Cooper Spies is definitely frustrated with himself. He's done that a couple times this year. He's just a young little sophomore out there. But he makes good plays, and sometimes he gets a little bit too anxious and wants to take off before he catches the ball.
2nd down and 10 for Central Lyon George Little Rock with the ball on their own 46. Postma from the shotgun, twin receivers to each side, Meyer in motion from left to right. Postma calls it out, and the hand to Telford up the middle, dances, breaks it out right side. Telford has the sideline to the 30, 25, 20, 15, and pushed out of bounds at about the 11-yard line, give or take. We'll see where the official spots it here. They'll give him the 10. So right on the 10 with 8:15 left in the first half. Lions going to have another 1st and goal.
44-yard run there for Telford. That puts him over the 100-yard mark so far here in the game in the first half. 8 minutes yet to go. And solid night for Cole. He's getting some big runs. And if the Lions keep playing like this, he may have a short night and he may get a rest.
14-0 Lions with the lead, looking for more on 1st and goal from the Sheldon 10. Postma in the shotgun, calls it out, hands to Telford, left side, cuts it back up the middle, breaks through some arm tackles, fumbles, and it's caught in the end zone by Sheldon's Caleb Ackerman for the touchback. Well, how about that? Telford was being pulled down right about the goal line and fumbled into the air. Ackerman plucked it out for the turnover.
And that's probably one of the downsides for Cole Telford. He runs through so many tackles. He breaks a lot of tackles. He's always fighting for extra yards. But Cole does have that thing about him. He does fumble the football. He had 2 of them last week against Sioux Center. And Sheldon up there stripping that ball away, not giving up. And nice job by them to get the touchback on the fumble in the end zone.
Now the Orbs will take over after the turnover. 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 8:08 left in the first half. Ackerman from the shotgun formation, dropping back to pass, looking right side, has a man in the flat. That's Marquin at the 30-yard line. He'll be dropped immediately by the Lion defensive back, and it looks like it's going to be right about the 1st down stick. Yet they will give him the 1st down and move the chains.
10-yard pickup there right at the sticks, and a good job by Cole Hugendorn to come out there. Made a great open field tackle, because if he doesn't knock him down there, he's probably got a 30-yard gain instead of 10.
1st down and 10 for Sheldon. Once again, 5 wide from their own 30. Ackerman dropping back to pass, looking deep down the middle of the field. Wide open on the play is Lindenholm, who makes the catch. Got behind the Lion coverage, and he's going to take it into the end zone for the Sheldon touchdown. Lindenman from Ackerman for 70 yards through the air, and Sheldon takes advantage of the Lion turnover.
Yeah, right there. That's what Sheldon likes to do. They like to take shots down the field. They lull you to sleep underneath, then they burn you deep, and he was wide open. And Ackerman did a good job of getting the ball there.
70-yard touchdown reception as Lindenman just ran right by the Lion defense. And so the extra point attempt coming up here from Sheldon was 7:24 left in the first half. We've got a 7-point ball game here, as it looks like the extra point attempt by Brian Bernal. Snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. 7:24 left to play in the first half, 14-7. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 7:24 left to play in the first half, a 14-7 ball game. Sheldon scoring on a 70-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Ackerman to Tyrell Lindenman for the score for Sheldon. And just like that, Joel, what looked to be a laugher early on, we've got ourselves a ball game here.
Yeah, big turn of events. We were a half a yard away from making it 21-0, but a fumble at the goal line turned around by Sheldon, a big play, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Bernal with an onside kick, and looks like the Lions have it at the 49-yard line. The Lion up back aware of the situation, just pounces on the ball.
Yeah, Lions doing a good job there. He actually dropped on it, and it got by him, but he does recover it right away. I do believe that's Damian Kelderman with the recovery there. So nice job to be aware of the trickery. Sheldon likes to do that stuff. They like a lot of smoke and mirrors type plays, and you can see that throughout the game. And if they're down, you know they're going to try them.
First down and 10 for the Lions. They'll take over right at midfield on their own 49-yard line with 7:22 left to play in the first half, and the Lions with a 14-7 lead. Postma in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left, single to the right, dropping back to pass, setting up the screen up the middle. He's got Telford. Telford has blockers. Breaking down the right sideline at the 30, the 25, the 20, and knocked out of bounds right about the 14-yard line of Sheldon. Nice gainer for the Lions, and just like that, we're back in business offensively.
Yeah, 37-yard reception there on the screen pass, and Colby does a great job of just baiting him in, hanging on to it, and then gets it out there to Telford. And Telford off to the races. Blocker is out in front, and a big gainer as he's down to the 13.
Ball spotted on the 13-yard line of Sheldon. 7:09 left in the first half. Lions looking to add to their 14-7 lead. Postma from the shotgun takes a snap. Jet sweep over the left side around left end. Carter Crawl up the sidelines. Might have the first down. Pretty good gainer down to about the 5-yard line. Be just shy, it looks like.
Yeah, going to be about an 8-yard carry there, so just shy of that first down marker. And the Lions, you can bet if they give it to Telford here, he's not going to give up any kind of fumble on this one. He'll have two hands tight on that football.
Second down and about 2 for the Lions. They can get a first down without scoring. The ball spotted right about the 4 of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun, Telford behind him, twin receivers right, a single to the left. Meyer in motion from left to right. Postma takes a snap, hands to Telford right side, hit and drop for a 1-yard loss. Back at the 5-yard line with 6:20 left in the first half, and it will be third down and about 2 for the Lions.
Yeah, Cole McDonald coming up there, the linebacker, making a good stick on Telford, and no yards on the carry there. And tough sledding there for Telford. He's only had about 4 carries that have gone under 10 yards. So for him to get upended at the point of attack, that's just good effort by the defense.
Third down and about 2 for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ball spotted on the 5-yard line of Sheldon with 5:50 left in the first half and the clock on the move. On 3rd and 2, Postma from the shotgun. Telford to his left. Meyer in motion from left to right. Postma calls it out, takes the snap, hands to Telford around right end, and Telford will walk in for the Lion touchdown with 5:37 left to play in the first half from 5 yards out. Telford scores, and the Lions are up 20-7.
Yeah, the Lion offense has just dominated here tonight. Other than the fumble at the goal line, they just have not been stopped at all by Sheldon, and just enforcing their will here tonight, and it's been a solid night so far for the offense, and the defense has looked pretty solid, and they'll just shore up a few things there at the half, and we'll see what can go from on.
Point after attempt coming up here for the Lions. Reeby will do the snapping, Van Berken the holding, and Crawl the kicking. As we await the snap from Reeby, the snap a little high, but the hold is down, and the kick is up and good. 5:37 left to play in the first half. 21-7. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 5:37 left to play in the first half. A 21-7 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Cole Telford with his first touchdown carry of the night. 5-yard touchdown run, and the point after from Carter Krull was true. Lions lead it 21-7. Krull on the ensuing kickoff, a high end-over-end kick. It is returnable at the 15-yard line, picked up by the Orbs, and slipping and falling at the 23 is Maraquin, the return man.
Yeah, probably the best starting field position of the night here for Sheldon, as they will take over across their 20-yard line at the 23, and they got some success there. They beat us deep, and we'll see if they go back to that deep pass or if they try and work it down underneath then and then maybe try and catch us off guard again.
First down and 10 for the Orbs from their own 23 as Ackerman will line up in the shotgun formation, 5 wide. Ackerman calls for the motion man right to left. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Under pressure, Ackerman's going to be dropped at the 10-yard line as that was a bull rush sack for Bryce Vanderweerd, pardon me, back at the 10-yard line for the Lions as Vanderweerd didn't actually physically take him down. He just breathed on him and he fell.
Well, I think that was Jerry Stratton, actually.
Yeah. Stratton, pardon me.
Stratton's going to get credited with that one. He came off the edge and he made some contact with him, but I think the quarterback was ducking when he saw him coming.
Either way, a second down and long coming up now for Sheldon as Ackerman dropping back to pass over the middle once again. He has his favorite target in Sudbeck at the 21-yard line. It will be a gain of 11, but still a third down and about 12 coming up for the Orbs.
Yeah, Sudbeck does a good job. He's a big target sitting there too. Just 5'10" and 165 pounds, but he makes himself nice and big, nice and wide, and it's easy to get the ball to him.
Third down and 12 coming up for Sheldon. Ball spotted on their own 21 with 4:25 left to play in the first half. A 21-7 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman from the shotgun with 5 wide, takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking right sideline, has a man, and the catch is made at the 45. Tackle is missed, and it's going to go for a Sheldon touchdown. Coming up with the catch on the play, I believe that was Brendan Kane who had the touchdown catch for Sheldon, and another long hitter for the Orbs. This one a 79-yard score.
Yeah, 79 yards on the touchdown this time, and back-to-back possessions here for Sheldon. They didn't look like they had much early, and now all of a sudden they're knocking it down the field, and nice job there once again. Ball was a little bit underthrown, but Kane made a good play on it, stepped underneath the defense, made the catch, and then some poor tackling out there by Addison Metzger allows Sheldon to get away and off to the races.
Looked like Kane may have pushed off Metzger with the underthrown ball as well, but either way, it's a big hitter for the Orbs. Point after attempt coming up from Bernal. The snap is low, and it's a fire call as Sheldon will look for the two-point conversion, and it will be a run and knocking down the pylon for the two-point conversion for the Orbs is Ty Sudbeck, who is doing the holding.
Sheldon really good at those fire calls. We saw that on a punt and turned into a fake punt for a first down, and now a poor snap on the extra point, and they turned it into a fire call two-point conversion.
Well, the Lion defense has given up a couple of big plays to Sheldon to let the Orbs right back into this one. Now a 21-15 ball game with 4:02 left to play in the first half. Lions will get the ball to start off the second half, and Joel, right now is when you want to rely on the Lion offense to take over and resemble some order back to the situation here.
Well, and that's one of those things too, Jay, as you look through the first quarter and the first part of this second quarter. Sometimes when it comes too easy, you start to let off a little bit and you take your foot off the gas, and you definitely can't do that against Sheldon. There's too many weapons out there and too many opportunities. Lions got to stay with it here, and they got to play hard for every down.
So the ensuing kickoff coming up from Bernal for the Orbs, 21-15 now with 4:02 left to play in the first half. We got ourselves a ball game here in the regular season finale. Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and Sheldon. Bernal with a little pooch kick, and it's fallen upon by a Lion up back again at the 37-yard line. And the Lions once again with good starting field position.
Yeah, outside, that's probably their worst starting field position of the night there at that 36-yard line. Have had a couple of them that have started there, but the Lion offense nonetheless have not been stopped yet tonight other than the fumble at the goal line. The offensive line getting the job done, and there has been all sorts of running room for these wide receivers and the tailbacks.
First down and 10 coming up for Central Lyon, George Little Rock. Ball spotted on their own 36. Postman will line up in the shotgun formation. Telford stands to his right. Twin receivers left as Krull will come across in motion left to right. Krull takes the reverse counter to the left side, breaks through a tackle, flag on the play, carries down to the 45 for an initial 9-yard gain. The flag is in the area of a hold, however.
Yeah, going to come back. Nice play, though. They bring Carter in motion. They stop him, and he comes back on the counter play. But as he tries to cut back across the field, the holding penalty comes out there and will negate all 9 of those yards.
Ball will be spotted back at the 28-yard line following the penalty. So the Lions looking at a first down and about 18 here with 3:45 left to play in the first half and a 21-15 advantage for Central Lyon, George Little Rock. Postma will line up in the shotgun. Trip receivers left, a single to the right. Postma dropping back to pass, setting up the screen over the middle. Avoids one rusher, and now he's going to call off the screen and run with it. Quarterback keeper for Postma, breaking for the far sideline. He's got room to roam. Postma has the first down, knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Sheldon, making the 47, but still enough for a first down.
Wow, what a run there for him. 19 yards, needed 18. He got 19, and you talk about a fire call. We're going to credit him with 19 yards of running, but I think he ran for about 30.
Yeah, Postma really, well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds now at the 43, so it will not be a first down. The officials going to call a 2nd and 4 from the Lion 43-yard line. Postma in the shotgun, calls it out, hands right side. Cole Telford breaking through some arm tackles, cuts it up the middle, breaks it out right side. One man to beat, cannot beat him, but does get down to the 25-yard line of Sheldon, and the Lions are in business once again.
32 more yards for Cole Telford, and you got to like that. He's out there. He could have tried to stiff arm, could have tried to go for the outside. Instead, he turns right into the defender and runs right over top of him.
2:48 left to play in the first half. 21-15. Central Lyon, George Little Rock with the lead on Sheldon. And a first down and 10 for the Lions on the 25 of the Orbs. Postma from the shotgun, crawl in motion right to left. Quarterback keep up the middle. Postma breaks it out left side, looking for that sideline. Doesn't quite get it, but cuts up at about the left hash mark inside the 20 to the 18.
Yeah, that's a good fake there by Colby to know when to pull it in. He saw them cheating up on the jet sweep, and he just tucks in right behind his lineman there and gets 7 yards.
Second down and about 3 coming up for Central Lyon, George Little Rock, the 18-yard line of Sheldon. 2:05 left to play in the first half. 21-15 lead for CLGLR. Lions looking to add to it. Twin receivers right, a single to the left. Meyer in motion left to right. Postma calls it out, takes a snap and hands to Telford right side, cuts it back up the middle, bowls over a defender at about the 4-yard line. He's finally brought down, and the Lions with another first and goal.
Yeah, another 14 yards. Cole Telford, all sorts of running room, and like I said, when you got an offensive line who opens up a hole like that and you allow a kid like him to just explode through there and get to that second and that third level, he is just even more dangerous than we know he is.
Well, the Lions have managed to find the end zone on every offensive possession tonight. It's just that one of them was a fumble into the end zone. But the Lion offense certainly has been working here tonight. Postma from the shotgun, the hand to Telford right side. He'll walk in for the Lion touchdown from 3 yards out this time, make it 4 yards out, and with 1:12 left to play in the first half, it's a 27-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Well, that'll his second touchdown of the night. That's going to put him right at the 200-yard mark on the night there for Cole Telford on just 14 carries. He's had quite the night running the ball. He also has a reception for 38 yards on that little screen pass. But Telford, if he gets a few more, he's got a chance to go over the 1,000-yard mark on the season there. He needs about 60 more yards to get there.
Playing half a season, that's really saying something. Extra point attempt coming up from Carter Krull. It is up and through with 1:12 left to play in the first half, 28-15. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 1:12 left to play in the first half, 28-15. The lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon here tonight. 4-yard touchdown run from Cole Telford, the latest score for the Lion offense. And Joel, you definitely got to be nervous about Sheldon's deep passing game here, as the Orbs will have the ball with just over a minute left in the half here. The return coming up from Lindenman as he'll carry across the 20 to about the 24 on forward progress, and it will be a first down and 10 for Sheldon.
Well, the 24, they keep improving their starting field positions here, Jay. But like you said, the last two possessions, big pass plays, a 70-yarder and a 79-yarder to put those two touchdowns on the board for the Orabs. And you know they're not going away, and they've definitely found something to work for them, and you got to expect they're going to keep taking shots if we're going to keep letting it happen.
First down and 10 coming up for Sheldon. The ball spotted on their own 24. 1:06 left to play in the first half. Lions up by 13, and now Central Lyon George Little Rock going to call for a timeout. I want to remind you, coming up Monday, November the 11th, Veterans Day, high school marching band concert that night at 7:30. If you can't make it out for the concert, we will have it right here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Also coming up in November on Tuesday, November the 19th, the 6th through 8th grade band and choir concert. That's always a good one. That's coming up at 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening, November the 19th. And again, if you can't make it out for that, we will have it broadcast live right here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Certainly more than just sports, all extracurricular activities we cover.
Yeah, and the sad part about that, like I said, it's always good to see those marching band and the choir concerts down there on the broadcast network. But in the same aspect, no sporting events on there, as the end of the seasons are coming up in volleyball and in football. Just a few more weeks left, hopefully quite a few more weeks here left in these fall sports. But as we get set up there, as you said, early November, we've got those band and choir concerts before we kick off the winter sports season. And we will have home boys and girls basketball and some wrestling for the winter.
Well, the volleyball Lions with a home match for the playoffs hosting West Sioux on Monday night. You want to get out for that one. The throw over the middle to Sudbeck at the 34, make it the 35-yard line, and that's enough for a first down for Sheldon, as Sudbeck's been effective over the middle throughout this ball game so far here tonight. 50 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, that's just too easy of a pass for him. He's running that inside tight end spot, and just all sorts of room for him, makes easy catches and an easy 10 yards every time.
Ackerman in the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Quarterback sack. And coming through from the defensive line is Dylan Winkle on the play.
Yeah, Winkle finally getting some pressure on the quarterback and getting him down there. Lion defensive line, they've done such a good job of shutting down any kind of a run pattern here for Sheldon, but we haven't really got to the quarterback a couple times. Jerry Stratton got there once, and now Winkle And we'll see if the Lions bring a little bit more pressure and see if they can't force Ackerman to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker.
Sheldon calling a timeout on second down and long. It looks like the officials want 31 seconds back up on the clock. It looks like 28 seconds is what it reads right now. They want it put back up to 31 seconds. When we're talking about other sports, Joel, we can't go without mentioning George Little Rock Central Lion Cross Country. Once again, state qualifiers for the boys here this year for the cross country program. We'll wish them the best of luck coming up next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Those cross country runners running down in Orange City last night, and the girls finished up their season down there with a fine run for them. But in the same aspect, congratulations to those boys cross country team on another trip to the state meet here coming up down in Fort Dodge.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun down in Fort Dodge for the cross-country runners, and they keep up that tradition of George Little Rock Central Lion Cross Country. Following the timeout, a quick pass to the sideline at the 36-yard line. The catch is made by Mitchell Wolf, first of the night for the senior for the Orbs, and it will set up a third down and about 9 now as the ball spotted on the 37 of Sheldon with 28 seconds left here in the first half.
You know, and the Lions right there, they're kind of playing a little bit of prevent. They're going to let them take those little 7-yard dump passes, not going to give up anything big coming towards the end of the half.
Third down and 9. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap, dropping back under pressure once again. Will throw it down the middle and over the head of Lindenman, the intended receiver at the 49-yard line. Will be a fourth down for the Orbs as the clock stops with 23 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, nice little play, though, for Sheldon as they ran a double cross there. And you had Lindemann going one way and Sudbeck the other way, and trying to make those linebackers guess which one they're going to take, and just missing, overthrowing, and very close there. You overthrow that a little bit too far, we get a pick, and you got to remember Carter Krall's got that leg.
Looks like the Orbs are going to go the safe route here and punt the ball away, or at least line up for a punt on the 24-yard line is Ackerman. Ackerman fields the snap, and the punt is off. A high spiraling punt, and dropping back the punt return team for the Lions. Coming up with it is Taylor Putnam, and Putnam has some sideline. Putnam to the 45, make it the 46-yard line of Central Lion George Little Rock, and 8 seconds left here in the first half. We'll see what the Lions elect to do.
Well, they still have a timeout left, and you got to figure it's about 7 seconds for a play. So they're going to have to throw, they're going to need at least 10 yards or more, probably 15 yards, and that's going to be tough to do here. You're at this length, you're almost going to just have to take a shot at the end zone.
Whatever little wind we do have, it looks like it would be in Krall's face here on a field goal attempt. First down and 10 for the Lions from their own 47. As Postma will line up in the shotgun with 8 seconds left, dropping back to pass, looking down the right sideline under pressure, has to scramble now. Postma might tuck and run. No, he's going to still pass it. Throws it deep down the middle, jump ball, and it is incomplete off of the hands of Spies and a couple of Sheldon defenders, and that will do it, I believe. However, there is some laundry on the field, it looks like.
Well, if it's it looks like in the area of a hold, and that would bring it into the half, but if it's defensively, the Lions will get an untimed down.
You would have to think as much as Postma was scrambling, an illegal man downfield on the Lions. So that will bring an end to the first half of play. And at the half here tonight, a 28-15 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock over Sheldon here in the regular season finale at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. Stay tuned. We'll have the halftime show coming up. This is Lion Football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at the half at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids here tonight. At the half, our score 28-15. The lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon at the half here tonight. Regular season finale for the Lions. Of course, the Lions will be playoff bound. Postseason coming up next Friday night, and we'll see whether they'll be home at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids next Friday night or on the road somewhere in the state of Iowa for the first round of the state playoffs coming up next Friday night. It is the final game of the season for the Sheldon Orbs, who connected on a couple of deep passes in that second quarter to keep this game close and competitive here at the half tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock got the scoring underway to kick things off right on the first quarter. About 4 minutes into the ball game, a 6-yard touchdown run from Carter Krull. The point after was good, and the Lions led it 7-0. Addison Metzger would find the end zone from 3 yards out with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Point after from Krull was good. At the end of one quarter of play, the Lions led 14-0. On to an action-packed second quarter. The Lions were on their way to a 21-0 lead. However, a Cole Telford fumble into the end zone. Sheldon got the ball via the touchback and then would find the end zone from 70 yards out. A touchdown pass from Caleb Ackerman to Tyrell Lindenman with 7:24 left to play in the first half, and Sheldon was on the board trailing 14-7 at that point. Lions would come back with 5:37 left in the first half. Cole Telford with his first of 2 touchdown runs in the first half. The first one from 5 yards out. The point after was good, and the Lions extend their lead to 21-7. Sheldon would hit right back on the next offensive possession with 4:02 left in the first half. A 79-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Ackerman to Brendan Kane this time. 2-point conversion on a poor snap on the extra point attempt, and a 21-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Lions would score once again before the end of the half with 1:12 remaining in the first half. Second touchdown run of the night for Cole Telford from 4 yards out. Point after from Carter Krull was good. 28-15, that is where we are at the half here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead on Sheldon in this regular season finale for the Lions. Cole Telford right at 200 yards after one half of play, and he is our guest. Coming up in the Lions Den at the half here tonight, we'll get to know more about Cole Telford as we continue our coverage. Live from Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids at the half here tonight, 28-15. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. More coming up on the halftime report. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
welcome you here to the half, another trip inside the Lions' Den, where each and every week we get to know our Central Lyon George Little Rock football seniors just a little bit better. Today we're being joined by Cole Telford, senior tailback. Cole, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Joel.
Cole, let's talk about you a little bit. We obviously know your name, we know your number. We see you out there, we talk about you. Well, tell us a little bit closer, give us a little bit more in-depth. What goes on? What's the process out there? Tell us about the two positions you play, offense and defense, and what your job is when you're out there.
Well, first off, on offense, I play running back. Jobs are to get around the edge when I have the ball, make sure I pass block for the quarterback, just carry the ball, get enough yardage, and score touchdowns. And defense, I play DB or corner, shed blocks, keep the outside edge, and obviously cover receivers to make sure they don't catch the ball.
Well, obviously, as the tailback out there and the featured back, plenty of goals you can set for yourself out there. We hear a lot of the stats out there. We hear a lot of your name. We hear the touchdowns, the yardage, all that stuff. What were some of your goals personally and maybe some team goals that you set coming into the year?
Obviously, just be the best teammate you can be. Just help everyone else out on the field. And a personal goal, especially for me, is every time I touch the ball, I want to make sure I get a little yardage. Don't ever want to have a run for a loss.
Those are always solid goals to have, and good, modest goals as well. Let's take you off the football field. Let's bring you into the classroom. You're a senior here at Central Lyon. Tell us a little bit about the class schedule you're taking this year.
First off, I have government, then advanced math, then study hall, personal finance, anatomy, and then strength and conditioning, and then 2 hours of building trades.
Well, it sounds like a pretty nice class load for you. Obviously, you're busy. You got classes. You've got football. What are some other things that we can find you doing around here?
I'm involved in chess club, FCA, track, obviously, during the spring, and backpack program. That's about it.
Well, and we're obviously your final year at Central Lyon here. You've got a few months left to enjoy the high school. But after high school, what are the plans for you?
I'm not sure exactly where I want to attend college. I might want to play college football, I don't know where, and probably major in athletic training or physical therapy.
So obviously a four-year school, and whoever wants to give you a scholarship, right? We'll make sure we get the tape out to all the coaches around the area. So let's talk about some of those things. As a senior, you're the guy guys look up to. You're the star tailback. You're the guy who gets all the yards. You get all the touchdowns. There's a lot of focus on you out there on the football field. So when these younger kids are looking up to you, what can you give them advice? How did you become successful, and what can they do to be successful in our program?
First thing, just effort, 100% effort every single time. Another big thing is obviously the weight room. You just want to, you got to dedicate yourself to them and the program, and the weight room is obviously a big part of that. Just lift, do your full lift every single time, don't slack, and just go all at it.
Well, there's just a few more weeks left in your football career, Cole. So let's talk about some of the things that you've seen over the past years, and what is maybe a best memory for you, or what is your favorite part about being a part of this football team?
Favorite part about being the football team is just, it's like a family. Everyone's there for you all the time, and it's just fun to be around. And my best memory recently, winning the district.
Well, it's a great memory to have, and one will always stick with you, and a few games left to go for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, Cole, we appreciate you spending some time with us this week, and we wish you the best of luck.
Yep, thank you.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company, PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company, PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
And we welcome you back here at the half. The Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions leading the Sheldon Orams by a score of 28-15 here at the half. We are closing out the half, just a few minutes away. A few final stretches being done out there. Look at some of the stats here from the first half. The Lions dominated on the offensive side of the ball. 21 total carries for 245 yards. Cole Telford, 14 carries for 201 and those 2 touchdowns. And Cole is just about 60 yards away from going over the 1,000-yard mark on the season. So we'll see if he makes an attempt at that, or we'll see how much he gets to play here in the second half. And a lot of that will largely be dictated by how offensive the Orabs stay here and see if they can't keep it close. Colby Postman has got 3 runs for 22 yards. Carter Krall, 3 carries, 19 yards and a touchdown. And Addison Metzger has that 3-yard touchdown to his totals. There are 4 touchdowns on the ground for the Lions in that first half. Colby Postma also 3 of 6 passing the ball here tonight for 42 yards. Has 2 catches for Carter Krall for 4 yards. And Telford has that 1 screen pass that he caught for 38 yards. The Lions well-rounded here so far tonight. Like I said, largely on the ground following the big hoggers for the CLGLR football squad there offensively. Defensively, the Lions doing a nice job out there. They have really limited Sheldon in the rushing game. They have only had 8 rushes and a negative yards there, courtesy of a couple sacks by that defensive line out there, but not much running room for Sheldon. They have largely gone to the passing attack. They are 12 of 19 passing the ball for 227 yards. They've got a couple 70-yarders to their credit for the 2 touchdowns and have spread it out nicely. 6 different receivers Sheldon has used in the first half of play. Jay Kelly, the Lions definitely defensively have some things to shore up, and offensively, we're hoping they can come out here and start things off exactly where they left off in the first half.
Yeah, Joel, I think if you're the Lion offense, definitely you just want to keep after the same attack. They're doing a nice job of inside runs, outside runs, and those offensive line hoggers, man, they are making the holes up front, as are the wide receivers. Terrific blocking from the wideouts on these outside runs here as we start off the second half. Another onside squib kick from Sheldon. It's not an onside kick per se, but just a short squib kick aimed at one of the upbacks for the Lions. That's what they do each and every time. And this time it was Addison Metzger pouncing on it on the 41.
Well, we've seen their kicker a few times. Doesn't have the strongest leg out there, and, whether it's a pooch kick or he kicks it on the ground, it makes the Lion upbacks really respect it, and they have to be ready for it. And any kind of miscue could fall in the favor of Sheldon.
First down and 10 for the Lions as they will start off the second half. Ball spotted on their own 41. Postma will line up in the shotgun. Twin receivers right, a single to the left. Motion man right to left as Postma on the quarterback keep around right end. Postma into Oreb territory and knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Sheldon.
Yeah, nice 12-yard run there for Colby Postma right off the bat here. And you knew Sheldon was going to try and come up and shut down Cole Telford. And immediately they fake there and take off with the quarterback there. And once again, all those plays setting up, trying to open up other avenues. If they're going to take one thing away, we're going to beat you with another.
First down and 10, Central Lion George Little Rock on the 46 of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun takes the snap. The hand to Carter Krull. Jet sweep around left end. Krull will cut it upfield inside the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, inside the 15 and brought down at about the 10 or 11-yard line. The Lions will be in business offensively once again.
Yeah, they'll mark him right at the 10-yard line and a 36-yard run for Carter Krull. Lots of running room, and once again, Jay, just great blocking on the edge. That time, Kalen Meyer got out there, got on that first linebacker up there and does just a fantastic job of turning him inside and allowing Carter get to the corner.
Postma will line up in the shotgun. First down and goal for the Lions on the 10-yard line of Sheldon. Postma takes the snap, hands to Krull, cuts it back up the middle, and Krull walks into the end zone from 10 yards out for the Lions score. Quick one to start off the second half. 10:41 left in the third quarter, and the Lions lead now at 34-15.
Yeah, just 3 plays all on the ground there for the Lions to quickly march it down the field and extend their lead here early in the second half. A 12-yard run by Colby Postma, and then 46 yards on 2 carries for Carter Krull to get his second touchdown of the night.
Second touchdown run from 10 yards out. Point after attempt coming up. Reeby will snap. Van Berkom with the hold, and Krull will do the kicking. Snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 10:41 left in the third quarter, 35-15. Central Lion George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion Football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network. Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. 10:41 left to play in the third quarter, 35-15. Central Lion George Little Rock with the lead on Sheldon here tonight. A 10-yard touchdown run from Carter Krull, his second of the night, and the Lions up by 20 once again. Krull on the ensuing kickoff gives the ball the boot, a laser through the end zone here, and boy, that had some steam behind it, and it will be a touchback for Sheldon.
Well, the wind has picked up here in late in that first half and into the second half. A stiff wind out of the south and getting behind Carter Krull's leg. And you said it, Jay, that was a laser. That was a line drive all the way about 5 yards deep in the end zone.
First down and 10 coming up for Sheldon. They will take over on their own 20-yard line as the Orbs come out for their first offensive possession of the second half with 10:41 left to play in the third quarter. Twin receivers right, a twin look to the left as well. Ackerman from the shotgun, motion man from left to right, and Ackerman on the quarterback keep right up the middle. Lions stay true on the defensive line, and maybe a gain of 1. That's about it.
Yeah, nice job there. Jerry Stratton, the defensive end, also Kalen Meyer and Ben Anderson jumping up in there and shutting that run down.
Second down and 9 coming up for the Orbs with the ball spotted on their own 21-yard line. Ackerman will have them lined up in the shotgun formation once again. Trip receiver look to the left, twins to the right, 5 wide, empty backfield. As Ackerman calls it out, takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking over the middle, has a man, and incomplete. Rocked loose by Addison Metzger. It was Lindenman, the intended receiver on the play, and Metzger just hit him hard enough to pry the ball loose.
Yeah, that was great timing there. He got there right as the ball did, and like I said, Jay, he put the shoulder pads on him and jarred that ball loose. And third down and long for Sheldon.
Third down and 9 for the Orbs from their own 21. As Ackerman will line up in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back under pressure. Lets it go down the left side, picked off. Dylan Van Berkom with the pick and heading the other way to the 20. Steps out of a tackle at the 15, knocked out of bounds inside the 15. And the Lion defense, Dylan Van Berkom, read that one and took it back.
Wow, Dylan Van Berkom, he's got a couple picks on the year, and he has really come on in the second part of the season there to really ignite this defense. And it's good to see him back after he took a pretty good lick last week down there in Sioux Center. Had to come out of the ball game, and it's good to see him on the field.
Well, the ball will be spotted on the 12-yard line after the return, so the Lion offense a chance to really do some damage here. First down and 10 from the 12 of Sheldon with 9:48 left to play in the third quarter. Lions will look to add to their 35-15 lead. Postma will line up in the shotgun, split receiver to each side. Man in motion left to right. Postma on the quarterback keep, reels it out left side around left end, breaking for the sideline. Couldn't quite get there, and I think when all is said and done, no gain on the play.
Yeah, just extending it out that time. The defense did a nice job. Lions have really blocked well on the edge, but on that time, Sheldon got the advantage there and couldn't string it out far enough.
Second down and 10 coming up for Central Lion George Little Rock. Just outside of the 12-yard line of Sheldon, Lions looking to capitalize on the Dylan Van Berkom interception and return with 9:15 left in the third quarter. Clock on the move, and the Lions leading Sheldon 35-15. On second down, Postma from the shotgun. Meyer in motion from the left to the right. Postma calls it out, hands right side to Telford. Telford dragged down in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped back at the 19-yard line. It will be a 7-yard loss on the play, and the Lions facing a third down and long.
Yeah, as good as the Lion offensive line has looked so far tonight on these last two plays, there's been great penetration by the Sheldon defense, and that time the big D tackle wasn't letting go.
Third down and about 17 coming up for the Lions with the ball spotted on the, or third down and about 15, I should say, with the ball spotted right about the 18-yard line of Sheldon as the Lions huddled up here looking for the third down play. Obviously in four-down territory here with a 35-15 lead. Postma in the shotgun. Receiver split out wide to the right. Postma dropping back to pass under pressure. Steps up, throws over the middle. Catch is made in the end zone for the Lion touchdown. Cooper Spies 18 yards out, and the Lions are in the end zone once again.
And I do believe that is the first touchdown of Cooper Spies' career. And a nice 18-yard pass. Ran that little post route in the back of the end zone, and Colby Postma put it right in the numbers.
Spies from 18 yards out on the reception from Postma, and the Lions are up now 41-15 with 8:03 left to play in the third quarter. Point after attempt coming up here. Real nice pass from Colby Postma. As you said, Joel, he put it right on the number 8 of Cooper Spies there.
It looks like they're going to go for two.
And the Lions will go for the two-point conversion as the offense on the field. Postma from the shotgun, rolling out left side, throws back to the right side to an eligible tackle. That is Winkle, and Winkle fumbles into the end zone. It's covered by the Lions. They're going to call it a two-point conversion. Well, how about that? I think Sheldon has a good point in saying that Winkle may have thrown it into the end zone as he was being brought down.
Well, I don't think so.
As of right now, they're calling it a two-point conversion for the Lions. So with 8:03 left to play here in the third quarter, it looks like a 43-15 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock.
Well, that is a player-designed play, Jay Kelly, and that's part of the fun throughout the year. And they earn points by doing different achievements throughout the year, and the winning team gets to draw up a play. And the play was drawn up, a halfback pass from Dylan Winkle. He was tackle eligible. He backs up, and it's his option to either throw it in the end zone or take off with it. And it worked out there. It wasn't as pretty as they probably drew it up, but nonetheless, the Lions having some fun.
Hey, and a great job by the big guy of keeping his feet, really, because he was dead in the grass back behind the line of scrimmage and actually stepped out of a tackle before rumbling and fumbling into the end zone before it was covered up. Ensuing kickoff coming up from Krull here with 8:03 left to play in the third quarter. Now a 43-15 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock. And Krull will line him up with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Gets a signal, approaches, and gives the ball the boot. A high end-over-end kick. This one will roll right through the end zone. And a touchback. Once again, Sheldon will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Well, and you talk about why would you go for a 2-point conversion in those situations, Jay? Yeah, they're having some fun out there. But in the same aspect, that puts the Lions up by 28. That puts them at that 1 touchdown away from hitting that 35-point running clock if they can get to it. And so that was a big 2-point conversion to earn and put you within striking distance of shortening up this game.
1st down and 10 coming up for Sheldon with the ball spotted on their own 20-yard line. 8:03 left to play in the third quarter, and the Lions up now 43-15. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap, end around, going over the right side, and once again on the carry, this is Marquin carrying to about the 23-yard line, pickup of 3 on 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there by the Lion defense. Anderson Metzger stringing it out, running with him, gets the first hit on him, doesn't bring him down, but slows him enough for Hugendorn to come in and finish him off.
2nd down and 7 coming up for Sheldon from their own 23. Ackerman will line up in the shotgun. Trip receivers right, twins to the left. Now one from the left will come down in motion. Quick pass left side, and he finds Lindenman. Lindenman reversing his field big time here as he'll come all the way to the right sideline. And when it's all said and done, maybe a yard, but that's about it.
Yeah, bubble screen worked to perfection, you would think. Here they are going to give him a yard, but he definitely did not let the first man tackle him.
3rd down and about 6 here for Sheldon. Ball spotted on the 24-yard line. They've got more east-west yards than they do north-south here on the first couple plays of this possession. 6:58 left to play in the third quarter. Clock on the move, and a 43-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. As the Orbs on 3rd down and 6, Ackerman will line up in the shotgun. Trip receivers left, twins to the right as Ackerman calls for it. Takes a snap and drops back to pass. Looking on the right side, nobody home, and tucks and runs, and Ackerman will have the 1st down as he carries to the 33-yard line on the quarterback keep.
Yeah, going to be an 8-yard pickup there for him on the carry. The best run of the night there for Sheldon. And a nice choice there by the quarterback. Saw nobody was open and just decided to take off through the opening.
1st down and 10 for Sheldon with the ball spotted on their own 33. Ackerman will line up in the shotgun. Trip receivers left, twins to the right. Ackerman calls it out, takes a snap, rolls out left side, looking in the flat for Marquin. And Marquin makes the catch and up to the line of scrimmage after the catch, and that's about all he'll get on that play.
And a sprint out with that option there. You got to get that guy the ball a little bit quicker. He allowed the defense to kind of close the gap too much, and Marquin had nowhere to go after he made it.
2nd down and 10 coming up for Sheldon with the ball spotted on their own 33. 5:43 left to play here in the third quarter. A 43-15 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon. And on 2nd down and 10, Ackerman from the shotgun once again. Trip receivers right, twins to the left. Motion man from left to right. Ackerman takes a snap, rolls out right side, looking downfield, and throws out of bounds, incomplete. Clock will stop with 5:19 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, good coverage downfield again there. The Lions were all over every wide receiver and nowhere for him to throw, and Ackerman just wisely throws it away.
3rd down and 10 coming up for Sheldon. Ball on their own 33-yard line. With 5:19 left in the third quarter and a 43-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over the Orbs of Sheldon here tonight. District 1 finale, regular season finale as well. Ackerman on 3rd down, back to pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nearly picked off that time by Kalen Meyer for the Lions.
Yeah, Meyer did a good job there. About one more step and he'd have had her. He had to almost dive to get to that ball because he read it perfectly and ran with Lindemann. But nonetheless, incomplete. 4th down in a punting situation for Sheldon.
Ackerman will line up to field the snap back on his own 20-yard line here as the Lion returnmen back on about their own 36 or so. Putnam and Krull will stand side by side. Ackerman fields a snap off a hop. It's a high and very short punt. Will bounce at the 49 of Sheldon and take a backwards hop to the 47 of the Orbs, where it's downed. Lions will take over in Sheldon territory, 1st and 10. And it looks like the official going to mark it at the 48 of Sheldon.
Well, and that was there. Another low snap there. Ackerman had to dig it out of the dirt and just barely gets the ball away. And another short kick there. The Lions take over. Good starting field position. And this is where that 2-point conversion comes into play. A touchdown here, and the clock will run.
1st down and 10 for the Lions with the ball on the 48 of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun, hands to Telford right up the middle inside the 45. A tough 4 yards down to the 44.
Yeah, and Sheldon has really done that. They've made the adjustments that they've needed here throughout. In the halftime, you can tell that they have really decided that they're going to try and take Cole Telford away and take him out of the game. They are just sucking down on him, and the Lions are going to pull, and that's going to open up some other things. You may see him go back to the passing game.
4:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock is on the move, 43-15, the Lions out front. Twin receivers to each side. Metzger in motion left to right as Postma hands on the counter to Kalen Meyer over the left side, and Meyer will bowl through the defense inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
17 yards for Kalen Meyer, his first carry of the night. And we see a lot of Kalen defensively, and usually he's the primary blocker out there. And it's good to see him get some touches in the ball game and goes for a big gain.
1st down and 10 for the Lions with the ball spotted on the 27 of Sheldon. Postma from the shotgun formation. Krull in motion left to right. Krull will take the hand from Postma. Good looking blocking in front of him. Krull will carry down to the 20-yard line for about 7 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, and like you said, Jay, that's just good blocking out front. Allows him to step ladder his way down the field. Doesn't have to fight for too many yards as he can just run right behind that offensive line, and pretty easy 7 yards. 2nd
down and about 3 for the Lions with the ball spotted on the 20 of Sheldon. 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Clock on the move, a 43-15 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Postma from the shotgun will hand to Krull and around to the left side this time. Krull cuts it upfield at about the 15, brought down at about the 12. And the Lions will move the chains once again.
Yeah, it looks like they're even going to give him more. They'll give him down to the 11, so 9 yards on the carry for Carter Krull.
Lions set up with a 1st down and 10 on the 11-yard line of Sheldon as the clock moves inside of 3 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. A 43-15 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon. Along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly. It is the regular season finale. Lions looking to close out the year a perfect 5-0 in district play. Postma from the shotgun takes a snap, hands to Meyer right up the middle, and Meyer will get the tough yards up to about the 8-yard line. 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, Kalen Meyer, he's just that power back that you like to use. Doesn't have all the juke moves out there, but when you need a 3-yard gain, he's definitely a kid you want to get it because he runs low behind his pads, and he gets you those tough ones.
2nd down and about, let's say 6 yards to go for the Lions here, maybe 5. The ball spotted just outside the 7-yard line of Sheldon with 2:08 left to play in the 3rd quarter and the clock on the move. Postma will line up in the shotgun. Telford directly behind him as Postma calls it out. Takes a snap, pitches out to Telford over the right side. Telford breaking for the sideline, cuts it up into the end zone for the Lion touchdown from 7 yards out. Cole Telford with his 3rd touchdown carry of the night, and with 1:50 left in the 3rd quarter, the Lions are an extra point away from running time here.
You know, and that is what they want to get to. They want to get it to that running time, and at that point, then you're going to see Coach Eben and the rest of the Lion team start taking some guys out of the ball game. You'll see some guys come in, start subbing in, and getting a lot of those younger players in, and you can start getting ready for the playoffs.
Point after attempt coming up from Carter Krull. Dylan Van Berkom will do the holding. Josh Reeby with the snap. As we await the snap, snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 1:50 left to play in the 3rd quarter, 50-15. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
We're back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids along with Joel Viss. I'm Jay Kelly. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter, in the cheerleaders and student section getting a workout here tonight. A 50-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon.
That's right. We'll have the best, most in-shape cheerleaders ever.
Yes, and student section as well. Student section jumping, jacking along with the cheerleaders here tonight. Kickoff from Carter Krull through the end zone for another touchback with that south wind that has picked up dramatically here in the second half behind him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see once the field flips here and the wind changes at the quarter. I know Carter Krull still wants that attempt at that long field goal. He wants that field goal record. He thought he had it down at MOC, but the officials said it was outside the pole instead of right over top of the pole. And I know he wants a chance at it, so and the Lions would love to give it to him, and this would be a good spot to take that chance if you get, well, they'd have to get put in a fourth down situation.
Right, 1:50 left to play here in the third quarter. It will be running time after this play as Ackerman throws left side and incomplete pass for Lindenman. And a second down and 10 coming up for Sheldon. Running time is on the clock now with a 35-point advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Well, and this is really going to limit the opportunities for Sheldon, but they do have that if they can get a touchdown and get a big play like we've seen them do in the first half. They can get it back to normal scoring time if they can get under the 35 points.
Second down and 10 for the Orbs. Quarterback keep for Ackerman right up the gut for about a yard on the play, and it will be a third down and 9 coming up for Sheldon here from their own 21.
You know, Ben Anderson has just played so well here these last couple games. He's the middle linebacker. As we said, he's the third string middle linebacker. Will Nagel and Cordles both going down. He gets put into the lineup, and he has stepped right in there. He's that next man mentality all the way.
Ackerman on third down and 9. Quarterback keep again, breaking out right side, and Ackerman's going to be awful close here to the first down. Depends on the spot, and I think they're going to put him just shy of the 30.
Yeah, the near side official puts him just shy of the 30, so it'll be an 8-yard pickup and set up fourth and 1.
Yeah, really about a foot here for Sheldon. It looks like the Orbs will go for it just shy of the 30-yard line. That would be their own 30 with inside of 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ackerman from the shotgun will look to the sideline with a man in motion.
Trying for that ghost call there, bringing the man in motion.
Set up 4 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Looks like they're just going to run out the quarter here and maybe punt with that wind at their back to start off the fourth quarter of play. We've reached the end of 3. At the end of 3, 50-15. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon from Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly as we head off to quarter number 4. 12 minutes up on the board, final quarter of the regular season. A 50-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon. Orbs will go for it, 4th and a foot, just inside their own 30-yard line. Ackerman dropping back to pass. Let's go the deep ball, and he's got Lindenman again in Lion territory. Lions will bring him down inside the 40 at the 37-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Wow, and the Lions playing up and ready for that run on 4th and short. And Sheldon goes deep, gets behind the man. And a big play for Sheldon keeps their drive alive.
First down and 10 for the Orbs with the ball spotted on the 37 of CLGLR. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap. Quarterback keep up the middle, breaks it out left side inside the 30 and close to 10 yards on first down.
Yeah, going to be just shy. I do think they're going to give him. It'll be 2nd down and 1, though. And Sheldon with some life here, moving the ball. As I said, the clock is on the move, but they score, and that'll stop the clock and put it back to regular scoring.
2nd down and about 1 coming up for the Orbs from the 28 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. As Ackerman will line up in the shotgun, trip receivers right, twins to the left. Ackerman takes a snap, looking to pass. Quarterback keep up the middle, has the first down, carries down to the 24-yard line of CLGLR with 10:45 left in the fourth quarter and the clock on the move.
Yeah, another first down, though, for Sheldon. And after that 4th down and going for it on that one, now they've put together, they're moving the ball consistently. The Lions are trying to play the pass, and they're picking them apart with the quarterback run.
First down and 10 for the Orbs with the ball spotted on the 24, of CLGLR. The pass to Lindenman out left side is caught, and Lindenman will carry inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, 7-yard pickup and another good pass play. And there's that dink and dunk that we saw a little bit earlier, Jay, and it's being effective once again.
2nd down and about 3 for the Orbs from the 17 of CLGLR. Ackerman will line up in the shotgun. Trip receivers at right, twins to the left. Now a man in motion left to right. Looked like a false start. Ackerman throws it up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Real late flag coming in at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, and we'll see what
Might
the
be
umpire is throwing here.
Illegal man downfield. It looked like the big right tackle for the Orbs was all the way down at about inside the 10-yard line. And
that is the call.
Boy, I tell you what, when Dalton Thomas gets moving, he's 6'2", 250. You notice him.
Yeah, you can't hide him too well. You know, and that's too bad there because the wide receiver was wide open in the end zone, and Ackerman just missed him. Nonetheless, the penalty would have negated it anyway. 2nd down and long now.
2nd down and about 7 for the Orbs with the ball spotted on the 22 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman from the shotgun calls it out. Looks over to the sidelines with 8:58 left in the fourth quarter. Clock on the move, a 50-15 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. As Ackerman once again in the shotgun takes a snap, quick pass, right side in the backfield. Lions might want to pounce on that there. That could be a live ball, and well, they will say it's an incomplete pass. It was intended for Mark when in the backfield, but boy, that looked like a
yeah, it looked like a straight over there pass, but yeah, the Lions definitely need to get after that. They can't just watch those, and you got to go after it. And hopefully the officials, they're going to let that go. If it's close, they'll call it a fumble and then come back and reverse it if they have to.
3rd down and 7 coming up for Sheldon with the ball on the 22-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman dropping back to pass, rolling out right side under pressure, lets it go, and it's caught. Catch is made at about the 13-yard line by the receiver on the play. I believe that was Sudbeck.
Yeah, Sudbeck, and Lions got some pressure that time. Cale Schulte got in the backfield and put the pressure on there, but a nice job there by Ackerman to deliver the ball for Sudbeck. He takes it down to the 12 and a 10-yard pickup.
1st down and 10 for the Orbs as Ackerman on the quarterback keep up the middle will carry to about the 8-yard line or so. Sheldon can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 2nd down and about 6 coming up here from the 8 of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
But still a nice drive put together here by the Orbs.
Ackerman with a hand on the jet sweep. Mark went over the left side, and he'll be stopped right about the 5-yard line, maybe just shy. They'll put him down at the 6. So a 3rd down and about 4 coming up for Sheldon.
Well, Lions got to step up here, and they got their heels on their own end zone. They got to come in here and shut down this passing game and not allow that quarterback to run. I would say inside the 5, you got to expect Ackerman to try and do it himself.
Ackerman from the shotgun, 3rd down and 4. Ackerman calls it out, takes a snap, drops back, quarterback keep right up the middle, carries to about the 3. This is all going to depend on the spot here. Looks like they are going to call fourth down rather at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Max Gruss that time, the D lineman coming up there and making the tackle. Doing a good job of shaking off the block and just crashing down on the quarterback. 4th down and short. Lions have the second team defensive line in.
4th down and 1 coming up for Sheldon with 6:14 left in the 4th quarter and a 50-15 lead for CLGLR. Lion defense looking to hold here. Ackerman from the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Looking over the middle under pressure from Schulte, and the pass will be incomplete.
No, I think he caught it.
Wow, he was. Yeah, it was a catch. And
that might be a first down. They will say first down.
Wow.
He caught it on the 2.
I couldn't even see who that was as he was laying down, but they will call it a catch, and it will be a first down and goal for Sheldon from the 2-yard line. So Ackerman will line up in the shotgun on first and goal from the 2 for the Orbs. Ackerman hands right up the middle, and nothing doing there. The Lions able to stand it up right at the line of scrimmage. May even be a loss of 1 on the carry.
Yeah, Brian Burnell, the carrier on that one.
And so a 2nd and goal coming up here for Sheldon as the clock continues to roll with right around 5:10 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal for the Orbs from the 2 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Ackerman from the shotgun takes a snap, quarterback keep, and Schulte's going to get him in the backfield back at about the 4-yard line. It will be a loss of 2.
Cale Schulte has done a nice job. He's been in the backfield almost every play except for when they're passing. He hasn't quite got to him. This time Ackerman was going to try and run around the end, and Schulte was there, and Sheldon's going to be forced to call timeout.
4:45 left to play in the 4th quarter. 50-15, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead over the Sheldon Orbs here tonight. Regular season finale for the Lions, season finale for the Sheldon Orbs as the Lions look to finish out the regular season 5-4 and a perfect 5-0 in district play, playoff bound as the District 1 champions. It looks like Sheldon will finish with a record of 3-6 and 2-3 in district play. 4:45 left to play yet in this ball game before the Lions can start the scoreboard watch and see if the State High School Association will grant them a home game in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's going to come down to that goofy formula in the RPI that really no coach likes. I've talked to about every coach in the area, and none of the coaches like this RPI, but someone at the Iowa High School Athletic Association does, and that's what we're stuck with for at least this year.
3rd down and a goal coming up for Sheldon from the 2. Ackerman going to pass, lobs one up into the end zone. It is incomplete, nicely defended, I believe. Who was that on the defense for the Lions here? I want to make sure.
Was it Cooper?
Could have been Cooper Spees, yeah. Was Cooper Spees on the defense. I believe he was going for Lindenman there. So a 4th down and goal now for Sheldon. And again, running time here, 4:20 left to play in the 4th quarter. Ackerman on 4th and goal from the Lion 2-yard line in the shotgun formation. Ackerman takes a snap, drops back to pass over the middle, and the catch is made for the Orb touchdown in the end zone. That is Sudbeck, I believe, and Sheldon scores from 2 yards out with 4:05 left in the 4th quarter, and that will stop the clock once again.
Well, Sudbeck, the 3rd wide receiver to score a touchdown for Sheldon here tonight. All their touchdowns coming through the air.
And this one from 2 yards out. Point after attempt coming up from the Orbs. It looks like they will line up to kick it. As Bernal will do the kicking, Sudbeck will do the holding for Sheldon. As we await the snap is good. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 4:05 left to play in the 4th quarter. 50-21 Central Lyon, or 50-22, pardon me. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Sheldon. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 4:05 left to play in the fourth quarter, 50-22 the lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon. The Orbs able to get running time off of the clock here with a 2-yard touchdown pass on the play from Ackerman to Sudbeck. And a 50-22 ball game now, CLGLR with the lead. Wait for the squib kick coming up from the Orbs. This one will be falled upon at the 38-yard line by Central Lyon George Little Rock, and the Lions can work on the clock here with the second teamers coming in.
Well, you know, here's their time. They've earned their spot out there. Lions got this one in the bag here, but the second teamers, as they come in, this is their time. They want to put some points on the board in front of the home crowd here. You don't know if you're going to have a home game next week, but this would be a good shot in the arm if they can score.
Rex Van Wy in at the quarterback spot. He'll have Dorian Johnson, the tailback, standing to his right as Van Wy lines up in the shotgun. Motion man from left to right will take the hand from Van Wy, and that is Taylor Putnam. Putnam rolling down the right sideline, carries to about the 48-yard line, and just shy of a first down.
Yeah, really impressed with Taylor. You know, we've seen him a lot over the last couple of weeks, courtesy of some injuries out there. And he's kind of been thrown into this varsity spot on some punt returns. We've seen him, and we've seen him in these late game situations. And these are the guys we're probably going to see next year. We've got a lot of seniors at that tailback spot, and this could be a look here. You know, you've got your quarterback is Rex, and then you've got Putnam and Dorian Johnson out there.
Johnson will carry up the middle, first down and 10 into Orab territory at the 47-yard line of Sheldon. A 4-yard pickup for Johnson on the carry. And it looks like Johnson's down.
I think he might have fallen on the football. He's grabbing at his stomach there. And like I said, he might have, he's grabbing down low. And like I said, he might have just fallen right on top of the football and got it right below the pads.
Usually is an indicator that you got the wind knocked out of you. 3:10 left to play here in the ball game. And the second teamers with a couple of efficient runs here on the first 2 plays of the night for them.
Well, and with Dorian coming out, I see Caden Van Berkom, the freshman punter, coming in, and he'll probably go to that tailback spot. Also coming into the game, Landon Weiler, a sophomore outside linebacker.
Owen Christensen and Donovan Morales, they're playing the wide receiver positions for the Lions here. As Johnson is up and off the field on his under his own power. And it looks like hopefully that was just the case that he just fell on the ball. So a second down and 6 coming up for the Lions here with the ball spotted on the 47-yard line of Sheldon. As Van Wy will line up in the shotgun formation. He'll have up back to his left. Van Wy hands to Putnam on the sweep over the left side. Putnam will be tracked down from behind and brought down at midfield. The ball did come loose, but he was down. And a 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Lions.
Yeah, good penetration that time by the D end for Sheldon. And Putnam thought about cutting it up the field, then was going to try and bust for the corner there, and probably should have gone for the cut because if he'd have fallen forward, it probably wouldn't be as bad. And instead he tries to go around him, and he gets just whipped to the ground.
3rd down and 9 for the Lions. The ball right about at midfield. A 50-22 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Sheldon here tonight in the regular season finale. Van Wy from the shotgun takes a snap. The hand goes right up the gut to Putnam, and he'll carry to about the 46, maybe the 47.
Caden Van Berkom.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah.
Van Berkom, the tailback there, so about 5 yards on the carry. 4th down, and the Lions will go for it.
We have the ball spotted just shy of the 46 of Sheldon. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Obviously, the Lions are going to work the clock here as they go for it on 4th down and 5. Van Wy from the shotgun Calls it out with a man in motion left to right. That is Putnam. He'll take the carry and cut it upfield. Going to be stopped, I believe, just shy of the marker at the 42-yard line of Sheldon. And the Lions will turn it over on downs, but not for lack of effort, as Putnam cut that right upfield, and he was going for the stick.
Well, and I think he learned something from that last run where he got thrown down in the backfield. We said he probably should have cut it up the field, and instead he tried to go the outside. This time he cuts it up, finds the hole there, and very close to a first down, but Sheldon will take over with a minute and a half remaining.
You got Max Gruis, Cale Schulte up front on the defensive line, J.J. Vanderzee.
It's like Landon Weiler, Jordan Vandekop in there at the linebacker spots. Also Dorian Johnson outside at corner, Jacob Piletsky, Rex Van Wy, Donovan Morales, and I can't see who our far corner is.
Looks like Putnam
Is it
over
Putnam?
there. Yep. First down and 10 for Sheldon from their own 42, as looks like the second teamers for the Orbs in the ball game, as well as Danny Pimentel will take the carry right up to the 45-yard line. Pimentel actually a senior, and good to see him get a carry.
Yeah.
Second down and about 6 coming up for the Orbs from their own 45.
These are always the fun ones. Quarterback number 3. We don't have a number 3 in the roster. Mystery man.
QB3 from parts unknown, throwing it deep down the field, and, mix up on the route, but his receiver, Heber Mariquin, actually got behind his coverage.
Well, and he was feeling some heat, too, because coming off the edge was, I do believe that was Lyle Moore, and Moore just about got to him.
Third down and about 6 coming up for Sheldon from their own 45-yard line. As QB3 drops back to pass, lets it go over the middle, and incomplete. Wanting the pass interference flag was Trey Idema, the senior wideout for Sheldon. And a fourth down and 6 coming up for the Orbs. Clock stops on the incompletion with 56 seconds left to play.
Well, Lions going to take home this win. A nice win out there. And like I said, Jay, after this, it'll be time to look at the scoreboard. I don't think the coaches are going to get much sleep tonight, as they'll find out who they are going to play and who their opponent will be, where they're going to go. And then the tape will start studying.
Fourth down and 6 for the Orbs, and we have a quarterback sack by Schulte, as QB3 saw Big Schulte coming and actually dropped the ball and had to flop on it back at the 31.
Well, the ball, he flopped on it, and the good thing they called him down because it came back out. Lyle Moore picked it up, and we were going to have a big man touchdown there. That's too bad.
Always like to see those. First down and 10 for the Lions following the turnover on downs with 48 seconds left to play. 50-22, Central Lyon George Little Rock putting the finishing touches on the regular season here tonight with a win over the Sheldon Orbs. Van Wy in the shotgun formation takes a snap. The hand goes up the middle to Johnson as he'll break it out left side and carries to about the 28-yard line or so.
Yeah, good 3-yard run there for Dorian Johnson, and was going to go right up the middle. Makes a nice cut there, sees it to the outside to get a few extra.
Second down and about 7 coming up for the Lions just inside the 28-yard line of Sheldon. We'll see if the Lions even run a play. They certainly don't have to here.
And it looks like that'll be it. The Lions are starting to walk back there, and a nice win to close out a perfect district play season, and a nice win at home to end the regular season as well.
Yeah, Central Lyon George Little Rock will close it out with a 50-22 win over Sheldon here tonight. A final regular season record of 5-4. So the worst you could possibly do this year is 500 if you're CLGLR. Perfect 5-0 district record. That will obviously be one of the things we will remember this team for.
Well, and, a nice record there. The first district title in 11 years. Haven't had one of those since 2008. And the first time back in the playoffs in quite a few years as well. And it's good for this team. They showed a lot of heart. Like I said, a team that started off the season 0-4 and had some pretty rough losses in the first part to come back and run that perfect district slate to make your way into the playoffs.
Yep, perfect 5-0 in district play. They are the District 1 champions. Of course, clinching that last week on the road in Sioux Center with that thrilling overtime victory. And now the Lions can turn their focus toward the state playoffs for 2019 and a first-round matchup that hopefully will be here at Dicknall Field next Friday night. Although the computers may be against the Lions in that formula. Like we said, when a computer decides it, you really don't like to be in that situation.
Well, anything's up for grabs. And the nice part about going into the playoffs is you're probably going to get out of the area. You don't usually face too many teams with this formula. There's not going to be too many teams in our area that we could see. So we're probably going to get to see a pretty new opponent in the first round, whether we're going south or we're going to the east or, somebody from those areas are coming our way. And could make for an interesting first-round matchup, and I guess we'll see what it is. And you take it in stride, and whoever it is, you just got to be glad you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, whoever you play, they're going to be good. There will only be 16 teams left when it's all said and done after tonight, and you are one of the 16. So turn your focus on the playoffs beginning tomorrow if you're this Central Lyon George Little Rock football team. 50-22 winners over Sheldon here tonight. It's playoff time. We'll have the post-game wrap when we return. This is Central Lyon George Little Rock football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dicknall Field, along with Joel Viss, I'm Jay Kelly, ready to cap off the regular season for Central Lyon George Little Rock here tonight. Lions 50-22 winners over the Sheldon Orbs in the regular season finale tonight. Lions close out the season with a 5-4 record, a 5-game winning streak, and a perfect 5-0 record in District 1 play, playoff bound for the Class 2A state playoffs, and we'll see where we end up in a matter of hours here, I suppose.
Well, Jay.